Hey there, fourth graders. So this lesson is going to be on V3. Okay, so making predictions. Okay, so making predictions is very similar to probability. Okay, but um, it's going to try to trick you a little bit. Okay, so if you flip a coin 4 times, what is the best prediction possible for the number of times it will land on heads? Okay, so let's learn with an example. Okay. You select a marble without looking and then put it back. If you do this 10 times, what is the best prediction possible for the number of times you will pick a blue marble? Okay, the probability is the number of favorable outcomes. Okay, so that means like what we're going for. Okay, so number of favorable outcomes. So, like the favorable outcome would be blue. Okay, so the probability is the number of favorable outcomes out of the number of possible outcomes. Okay, so there are two marbles. There are two possible outcomes. Okay, two possible outcomes. So that would be your denominator. Okay, so this would be your denominator. Okay, this part would be your denominator. One of the marbles is blue. Okay, so this would be 2, right? Because two possible outcomes. One of the marbles is blue. There is one favorable outcome. Okay, now the probability is 1/2. Okay, 1/2. Now find 1/2 of 10. Okay, so what it means by 1/2 of 10 is what times 2 gives us 10? 2 times what gives us 10? Or half of 10, right? So that means you could divide it. So half of 10, that is 5. So 5 out of 10 times, you're going to pick a blue marble, right? Okay. So half of the time out of 10 times, okay, half of 10, okay, half of 10, okay. All right. So let's go back to the practice. Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm going to erase this real quick. All right. So if you flip a coin 4 times, what is the best prediction possible for the number of times it will land on heads? Okay. So first, we need to look up, or we need to find out number of possible outcomes. Okay. Number of possible outcomes. Okay. And number of favorable. Okay. Favorable. That means like what we're going for. Okay. Okay. So if we flip a coin 4 times, okay, so remember, coin has 2 sides, heads or tails, okay. We flip it 4 times, what is the best prediction for the number of times it will land on heads, okay. So let's figure out the probability first here, okay. So so we have one favorable outcome, right? Because we want to land on heads, and two possible, right? Because we have 1, 2, okay. So now we got to go half of the number of times we're flipping a coin, half of 4, okay? So 4 divided by 2 is 2. So two times we can land, we have that's our best prediction, okay? Because our regular probability is 1/2, okay? 1/2, 1 out of 2 times we'll land on heads, okay? But if we flipped it 4 times, we have our best prediction is we land at 2 times on heads, okay? Okay. So I'll keep this up because we're using coins again. So remember, coins have 2 options. We're looking for tails now. Tails. Okay. We're looking for tails now. So we still have 1 out of 2 times. Okay. We have 1 is the number of times we land on tails, and 2 is the total number, right? We have 1, 2. Okay. 2 goes to both of these. Okay. So if we flip it 10 times now, so we already know half of 10 times half of 10, 10 divided by 2, that gives us 5. So 5 times we can predict, right? So it's not for sure, but we can predict that's going to land on not for sure, but we can predict based off of probability. This is our probability that it will land on tails 5 times. Okay. Okay. Let me erase this. Okay. Let me draw a new one. Okay. So number of favorable outcomes. So you select the marble and without looking and then put it back. If you do this 8 times, okay, so I know whatever it's prob of 8, okay, automatically. Okay, so we just need to figure out our fraction, our probability. What is the best prediction possible for the number of times you will pick a green marble? Okay, so let's count out our possible outcomes, right? So that's our total. Possible outcomes is our total, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8. And then we're looking for green marbles. Okay, green marbles. So we have 1, 2, 3. 3 out of 8. Okay, 3 out of 8. So now 3/8 of 8. Okay, so what's 8 divided by? That's not right. Okay, so what you do here, okay, is you divide. Okay, so that gives us 1, then you multiply. Okay, so that gives you 3. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll do a couple more here with you guys. Okay, so 3 times we can expect, so three times we can expect we can predict that we will pick a green marble. Okay, okay, let's do another one here. Okay, okay. Okay, so you select the marble without looking. So if we do this 7 times, okay, so of 7 automatically, okay. What is the best prediction that we will pick a blue marble? Okay, so let's figure out our number of possible outcomes right away. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have 7. Okay, and we're trying to find a blue one. We have 1 blue, 1 blue. Okay, so 1 of 7. Okay, so 1/7 of 7. So remember, first we divide. Okay, divide. So 7 divided by 7 is 1. Okay, 1 times 1 is 1. Final answer, we can expect to pick a blue marble 1 time. Okay? Okay, I'll do one more here with you guys. Okay? Oh, shoot, sorry. So if you spin the spinner 9 times, so we can automatically go of 9. Okay? 9 times of 9. What is the best prediction for the number of times it will land on yellow? Yellow. Okay? So let's find the total number right away. Find the total number. Okay, possible. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's going to be 9. And how many yellows do we have? No yellows. We do not have any yellows. Okay, so that means we have a 0 out of 9 chance to pick a yellow. Okay, so that favorable outcomes means yellow. Okay, so 0 of 9. 9 divided by 1 is 1. 1 times 0 is 0. So we have 0 times we can expect to pick a yellow. Okay? Let me know if you need any help on these. These can be kind of tricky, okay? But just take it step by step, the way I showed you. Let me know if you need help, though, okay?